Anisimova defeated Alex Eala. But what happened after the match made this victory feel completely different. Because Amanda didn't just win a match against Alex Eala. She won Alex Eala's heart. And somehow, she won the hearts of thousands of Alex Eala fans too. Because when Amanda finally stood in front of the microphone, everyone expected her to talk about one thing. Her victory. She had just survived a difficult 3-set battle. She had been pushed. She had been frustrated. And she had fought her way back to win. So naturally, everyone expected Amanda to celebrate her performance. To talk about how she turned the match around. To explain how she found a way to win. But Amanda had something else on her mind. Something that would make this post-match moment far more memorable than the result itself. She didn't celebrate her victory with big words. She didn't spend a moment telling everyone how well she had played. Instead, she started talking about Alex Eala. And what she said next revealed something very special about the respect Amanda had for the young Filipina star. She praised her. She acknowledged her fighting spirit. She recognized how difficult Alex had made the match. And instead of treating Alex's defeat like an opportunity to celebrate herself, Amanda used the moment to lift Alex up. That is what makes this story so emotional. Because losing a match is already difficult. Imagine walking off the court after giving everything you have, and then hearing the woman who defeated you speak about you with genuine respect. That is exactly the kind of moment that can stay with a player. But there's an even bigger reason Amanda's words mattered. The fans were listening too. Thousands of people had watched Alex Eala fight. They had supported her. They had felt every momentum swing. And they had watched their favorite player fall short. For those fans, the scoreboard said Alex had lost. But Amanda's words told them something else. That Alex had earned the respect of the woman who had just beaten her. And that is a powerful thing. Because sometimes a player's greatness becomes even clearer in defeat. When the opponent standing across the net is willing to recognize it. Amanda could have simply said she was happy with the win. She could have talked about how she turned the match around. She could have moved on to her next opponent. And that's exactly what most people would expect. But Amanda chose a different path. She chose to acknowledge Alex Eala. She chose to give her credit. And she chose words that showed Alex wasn't just another opponent on the other side of the net. She was someone Amanda genuinely respected. And if you're enjoying this story, take a second to support Tennis Hive. Hit that like button and subscribe, because moments like this are exactly why tennis is about more than just the scoreboard. Now here's where things get really interesting. Because Amanda's comments didn't come out of nowhere. The interviewer had already pointed out the huge buzz surrounding Alex. The attention, the support, the way Alex had been frustrating Amanda during the match. And Amanda's answer showed that she understood exactly what was happening around Alex. She knew Alex was loved. She knew the fans were behind her. And she knew there was a reason for it. But Amanda didn't just say Alex was popular. She went much further. She explained what she had experienced herself. And this is where those few words become even more meaningful. Because Amanda wasn't talking about Alex as a fan watching from the stands. She was talking as the opponent who had just spent 3 sets trying to break her. She had experienced Alex's tennis up close. She had felt the pressure. She had seen the fight. She had seen the resistance. And after all of that, Amanda had one clear message. Alex Eala is loved. And for good reason. Those were the words. The words that turned a simple post-match interview into a moment of respect. And notice something else. Amanda didn't pretend the match had been easy. She openly admitted that Alex was a great player. She called Alex a fighter. She gave her credit for the tennis she had played. And that matters. Because Amanda wasn't handing Alex an empty compliment after an easy victory. She had just gone through a battle. She knew exactly how difficult Alex could make things. She knew how frustrating Alex could be. And she knew how hard she had to fight to finally take control. That's why her praise carries weight. She earned the right to say it. Because she had just experienced it. Amanda also explained what she was proud of in her own performance. She said she had to find a way to push herself in the middle of the match. She had to find her tennis again. She had to start fighting. And eventually, she did. She turned the match around. She found the level she needed. And she finished the job. But even while talking about her own performance, Amanda kept bringing the credit back to Alex. She acknowledged that Alex had been playing great tennis. She acknowledged that it had been a really tough match. And she made it clear that beating Alex wasn't something she was taking for granted. That is the difference between simply winning and understanding what it means to win. Amanda didn't need to make Alex's loss look smaller to make her own victory look bigger. Instead, she did the opposite. She made Alex's performance look important. She made the fight look meaningful. And she showed respect to the player who had just pushed her so hard. That's why this moment has the potential to stay with Alex Eala and her fans. Because tennis can be brutally simple. One player wins. One player loses. The scoreboard decides everything. But sometimes, the story doesn't end with the scoreboard. Sometimes, the most memorable moment happens after the final point, when the winner turns toward the loser and says in her own way, "You belong here. You're a great player. You are a fighter. And people love you for a reason." That was the message behind Amanda Anisimova's words. And perhaps that's why Alex Eala's fans can appreciate this moment, even though their favorite player didn't get the win. Because Amanda didn't disrespect the loss. She respected the journey. She respected the fight. And most importantly, she respected Alex Eala. Amanda Anisimova walked onto that court determined to win. She did exactly that. But when the match was over, she left the court with something much bigger than a victory. She left behind a message of respect. A message that reached Alex. A message that reached her fans. And a message that reminded everyone watching. Sometimes, you could defeat someone without diminishing them. In fact, sometimes the greatest way to honor a player is to beat them at their best, and then tell the world how good they really are. Amanda Anisimova did exactly that. She defeated Alex Eala, but after the final point, she gave Alex her flowers. And in doing so, she didn't just win the match. She won Alex Eala's heart. And maybe she won thousands of Alex Eala fans' hearts too. So tell me in the comments, did Amanda Anisimova earn your respect with those words? And if you believe Alex Eala's journey is only getting started, subscribe to Tennis Hive and stay with us for the next chapter.